May I suggest a really powerful exercise if you're interested in doubling your business this next year? Here it is. This useful exercise is to ask yourself this question. What would you do if you had to double your business this year? If something came up, there was some legal requirement or something like that where you had to double your business this year, what would you do? And what I suggest you do is that you then sit down and actually make a list of the things that you would do. Well, I made that list. May I share it with you? So here we go. I'm going to give you a list of 20 separate ways, things that you can do differently in order to double your business next year. Now, let's just imagine you don't want to double it. Great. Just do 5 of them and you can significantly grow your business. Here we go. Number 1, invest seriously in list building. You want to get that group of people you're able to email every time you have an offer, email great information to, building your trust on a much more significant basis. And so as you're investing in list building, I suggest doing it 2 different ways. First one is invest in advertising to an opt-in incentive so that you're getting people to actually opt in into your email list, and commit to make that spending every single day of the year. It just keeps running. You've got this advertising campaign that's running all the way throughout the year. And so let's just say it only gets 5 people this week. Well, next week it might get 10. And you keep going with that. And over the year, at the end of the year, suddenly you've got 5,000, maybe 10,000 more people on your list than you had before. Or if you want to spend a whole lot more, you can get even more. Second way to invest is to create multiple different opt-in incentives so that you're attracting people for more than just one free offer. It's very rare that someone actually guesses right on the offer that gets everybody to want to follow them. Number 2, clean your list. Yes, that's exactly the opposite of what I just talked about. I talked about building your list, cleaning your list, stripping out the people that are not opening and reading your emails. What that does is it makes it so that your emails then get actually arrive in the inbox of far more people than would have received it otherwise. Number 3, launch more often. Let's just imagine that you launch currently twice a year or 1 time a year. Add another one into that. And what you'll probably do is you'll probably get at least half of what you would normally get in a regular launch during that additional launch. And all of a sudden you just added a significant chunk to your business. Number 4, start doing different kinds of launches. So let's say you've always done a classic Jeff Walker send out 4 email kind of launch. Well, maybe do a webinar launch, do a challenge launch, do different kinds of launches to break things up, to attract a different group of people who are not interested in watching your normal stuff, and go through that. Number 5, launch different products. So let's say, imagine that you've always done this product. Well, let's do a different product. Let's spend some time, spend some effort, and actually do the work to create another product and launch that product during the year. Number 6, consider turning one of your bonuses into a product. I bet you already have some bonuses in your current launches that could be turned into their own product and launched individually. Great idea. Number 7, do an affiliate launch. Go get other people to promote your launch for you. It only takes 1 great affiliate to double your business. Get 4 or 5 of those and you got a significant growth. Number 8, do affiliate launches for other people. So go find some other products that your particular audience is very interested in and give them an offer to buy those products with an affiliate link so that you get paid. This especially works well if they're doing a launch at that time. Number 9, this is probably the most important one in this entire stack. Create a high-end offer. So let's say you've been selling offers for $497 or $1,997. Go get a $10,000 offer. Create it, deliver it, and go start running people into that very quickly. This is the fastest way to double your business that I can think of. Number 10, sort of the opposite. Create a membership site. Give people something that they can get into for $47, $97 a month, something like that, and create a lower end I personally would far rather see you do a high end than a low end, but this is also another way to reach your audience. Number 11, create a funnel. Speaking of low end, create a $7 product. Then there is a series of upsells that give them a $27 product, a $47 product, and a $197 product. Now, not everyone's going to take all those upsells, but some of those some people will, and that will make it so that your advertising becomes free, so that your list building at a profit or at least break even. Great way to build your business. Number 11, this is what everyone wants to do. They want to go evergreen. It's the hardest thing in marketing to do, to actually succeed in it, but it's an important one to have in this list because many of you should be going evergreen. Number 12, hire a group of coaches to coach people through whatever it is you have, and then develop an offer that provides that coaching to other people. This can be a great way to put additional dollars on your bottom line. Number 13, do a pure ad-driven launch. So you don't mail your list, don't tell anybody about it who's currently on your list. You're only running advertising. Why are we doing this? What we're trying to do is we're trying to create a series of ads that can become profitable so that you can regularly run launches without exposing it to the rest of your list. This enables you to basically have launches going 12 months of the year when you may only launch in July and November to your list. It's a huge way to be able to sell more. Number 14, get on the speaking stage. Start speaking at other people's events, whether they're live in-person events or virtual events or whatever. Getting your name out there, especially with the implied endorsement that comes from speaking on other people's stages, is huge to grow your business. Number 15, create an amazing podcast and do it every single week so that you are getting and building your audience in a different way. Number 16, start doing YouTube videos and seriously go after this. It's literally, I've watched videos explode on YouTube overnight. And when that happens, it can change your world. Number 17, run a live event or two, where you're bringing people together, either virtually or in person. That's a great place to sell, especially high-end programs. This is a great way to sell a high-end program. Number 18, create a calendar where you sit down and you say, this is what we're going to launch on what dates. Why do you do this? Because if you don't create a calendar and you say, we're going to launch sometime next month, you're not going to get around to launching sometime next month. Create a calendar so it's in writing and that your whole team is working towards creating that. And that way you'll actually get those launches out there. Number 19, take your core product, assuming it's something that could be applicable to business, and go out and start selling seats to it to businesses. So let's say you've got a program on meditation. You can go to the big companies and offer them that 1,000 seats to your product for $40 a piece. There's a $40,000 deal. Now, it's not going to happen overnight, but that can be a great way to start to expand your business. You're probably going to have to create a separate portal. You're probably going to have to create a version of that that's just for them with their logo on it and things like that. But hey, for $40,000, you can afford to spend a few minutes and create a separate business that says, hey, welcome Acme Corporation to this program about how to meditate and reduce stress through meditation. All right. Number 20, be all over social media. Notice this was not number one. So many people would tell you this should be number one. It's important. You should be all over social media. But what ends up happening is social media tends to be a life suck. And if you decide to be all over social media before you start doing all these other 19 other things that I've given you, what's going to end up happening is you're never going to get the other 19 done. I recommend you actually hire somebody to represent you on social media. In other words, they are you on social media. Or they say, hey, I need this video. I need 30 seconds on this subject. And you just do that and give that to them. In other words, outsource your social media. I've just given you 20 ideas of ways that you can use to double your business. So my suggestion is, hey, choose 5 of them. And then take those 5 and by all means, just go do this stuff. Because here's the thing, most people won't do any of them differently than the way they have before. Oh, I want to grow my business, and so I'm just going to do more of what I've been doing before, and then they wonder at the end of the year why they didn't grow at all. Well, here's the thing. If you want your life, you've got to act differently. If you want your life or your business or your world to be differently, it's acting differently that creates those changes. So my question for you, put this in the comments. What are you going to do differently this year to build your business? Let me know in the comments. This is Don Crowther saying, just go do this stuff.